Welcome into the NIHL Game of the Week here on the NIHL TV network, brought to you by Stream Sports Midwest. We got a couple of premier select matchups for you here from Fifth Third Arena. Alongside Mike Napolitano, my name's Aaron Shellen. And Mike, we got a couple of fun ones here today. We got a 12U matchup to kick things off between the Chicago Stallions and the Northbrook Bluehawks. And then later this afternoon, we will see the 10Us take the ice, as it'll be the Stallions and the Vernon Hill Ice Dogs. This is the first time you and I have had a chance to work together this year.
Yeah. Well, no, we did a couple games together.
Did we?
I thought so.
And it all blends together.
I could be mistaken, but I was pretty sure. We were. I can't even remember where we were now.
I've had a lot of broadcast partners here over the last 2 months. At any rate, Mike and I will have these two games for you here this afternoon. Game one is the Bluehawks and the Stallions and the Northbrook Bluehawks. Off to a pretty good start here through 4 games. They sit in second place in the Premier Select Peewee division. They're 3-0-1 in their 4 games, 20 goals, highest scoring team in the league against 12 allowed. And on the other side, the Stallions still looking for that first victory, but they're in 6th place. They're 0-1-2 in their first 3 matchups. Last time out for Northbrook was yesterday. It was a 6-5 decision at the Northbrook Sports Center over the Joliet Jaguars. And on the other side for the Stallions, a 2-2 draw against the Ice Dogs. That was yesterday as well. That was over behind us on the Mission Rink here at Fifth Third. So that's kind of how the two teams are coming into action today. It's been a busy weekend for both teams. This will be Northbrook's 3rd game in 3 days. It'll be the 2nd game in 2 days for the Stallions. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 55th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Peewee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of the season. That's March 4th, I believe, whatever that first Sunday is in March. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the NIHL president, or visit the website at nihil.info. So that's how we get things started here, as we get a couple of Premier Select matchups for you this afternoon. It's my first game in about 2 weeks.
Darien. We were together in Darien.
Oh, that was the first. Those are the first 2 games of the season, actually.
It's been a while.
Yeah, the Darien Sports Complex. That's right. And it's been a busy couple of months. We were looking at the numbers. We're at 30 games through our first 2 months. We're on pace to break last year's mark, where we did 81 games between the beginning of the season and the NIHL Championships over at the United Center, and we are on pace to do more than that this season, as it's going to be a busy, busy year for the 4 of us now, Yumi, Eric, and our 4th partner, Ethan. As, we're kind of now really starting to dive into regular season play, right? Most teams have played at least a handful of games in the regular season. You know, kind of know what you got, and you know who you're going to be competing against, and these 2 teams are looking. You know, they're looking for that shot to play at the United Center at the beginning of March. So
right up the block from here.
Yeah, literally
just a
across
short drive
for
the Stallions, at least.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they could walk there. So starting goalies for the home Stallions, that looks like Jacob Diaz, number 53, down in net to our right, and to our left, it'll be Gabe Harris, wearing number 30 in all blue. As the Bluehawks win the draw, this is Jonas Silverman takes the shot. That squirts through the left pad of Diaz, but Jacob's able to hold it up against that near post for a whistle and a draw. So right out of the chute, nice shot by Silverman. This will be Jay Carrillo on the draw against Charlie Gust. Carrillo takes the shot, it deflects into the corner. Over for it's Braden Buckley for the Stallions. He'll push it up off the boards, and Stallions work it out to center ice. Cross ice pass here to Victor Golick. Golick top of the near dot, has nowhere to go with it. Loses it, and out to center ice. Here comes a potential breakaway for the Bluehawks. Here comes Carrillo. Carrillo in on the forehand, the shot, the score. Well, that didn't take long. We talked about this offense, 20 goals in 4 games, make it 21 goals in 4 games in 30 seconds as the Blue Hawks take a 1-0 lead.
Well, Aaron, we saw, as you mentioned, that the Blue Hawks came out of the gates quickly in this one and were looking to push that pace, and they did just there. I believe that's only their second shot on goal, and it already finds the back of the net. So we will have another face-off here at center ice. The referees get us back underway. Looks like a 2-man system here today, per usual in this age group for the officiating system. Here come the Blue Hawks again into the zone. A backdoor pass and a beautiful backdoor goal. That, I believe, is number 32, J.P. Hoffman, who tallies that one. But that was really set up across by Taylor.
I was getting the score bug set up, and before I could even get it finished, the Blue Hawks pick up their second goal. That was a pretty pass, nice backdoor drive by J.P. Hoffman, and quickly 2-0 Blue Hawks.
That is one, Aaron, that you draw up and you hope to be able to execute in game, and that was executed to perfection there.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of that type of execution at the youth level, as there's a nice pass, and Lucas Larman tips it high and wide. Those one-time type passes and attempts are always a little bit more difficult to execute at some younger age levels, but nicely done. And here's almost another pretty clear out to Hoffman, but that's stolen away. Blue Hawks take it right back. Stallions now in their own zone, just trying to get it out. They do. This is Hudson Obafemi, turns it over. Carrillo loses it. Obafemi now across the blue line, and he'll just bang it in deep and go for a change. Bennett Taylor behind his own net, slings it up the near boards and out. And that puck's rolling up on edge, and icing will be waved off as Henry Arquiliano has it. Now Arquiliano comes up the near side. He's somebody I've watched for the last couple of years. He gets across the blue line, tries to skate through a wall of blue, gets the rebound. The slap shot finds the glove of Gabe Harris for a whistle and a draw. And I've talked about this a number of games that I've done, not just this year, but in the past. But one of the things I love about doing this is watching some of these kids grow up and watching some of these kids get better. And Arquiliano is one of those young men that I've seen since he was with the 10U squad, and watching him grow and watching him get big. Behind the net, 2 to a side. Ooh, in the blue paint, and that'll split the D and come all the way out, and that will be an icing. So 11:38 left to go here in period 1. 2 quick first period goals by the Blue Hawks. They have a 2-0 lead.
You know, Aaron, we were talking about Jake Harris, the goaltender of the Northbrook Blue Hawks before the game. He's donning the C on his chest for this team. So the captain also in the crease. Haven't seen one of that since Roberto Luongo in the NHL. So it's a big honor for a goaltender.
I love Luongo. One of the few professional athletes that, you know, truly, I guess, I don't want to say gets it, but he's very self-deprecating, you know,
yes.
in the way he approaches his own game, and I like that about a pro athlete. One of the greatest goalies to ever do it, and he's not shy about making fun of himself when something goes wrong.
Absolutely, definitely worthy of that Hall of Fame.
Yeah, 100%
nomination.
Arquiliano tries to dig it out, work it up the near half boards. Pinballs around, and the Stallions do work it out to center ice. Taylor with Arquiliano bearing down on him. It's kicked into the corner, pushed over to the far side where Graham Simpson pushes it now back behind the net. Golick has it on the backhand. Golick comes out from behind. Golick with some space, the shot right into the chest protector of Gabe Harris, and I don't think Golick thought he would have that much space, and he looked up and he was all alone.
Yeah, well, Golick had space because the defenseman from Northbrook right there, that's 54, Taylor, dropped the stick and had to go and recover the stick, and that lane opened up for Golick.
Jonas Silverman with a hard slap shot that went high and wide of the near post. Center ice now. Turned and fired back in by the Blue Hawks. Bennett Taylor goes D to D. Taylor has to regroup, backhands it forward. Nice spin around pass to, that's number 74, that's Simpson. Simpson's 73 on our roster, but he's 73 on our on the ice and 74 in your hearts, I would guess. We'll make a note of that here so that I don't misrepresent him. Graham Simpson wearing number 74 this afternoon for the Stallions. As we'll have a whistle and a face-off. 9:40 left to go in period 1.
That puck found its way into the bench, and Serene Chad, the backup goaltender today. Maybe we'll get some time later, not sure, but she was able to hand that puck as it found her.
Goalies always have to be ready, right? Always on their toes.
So already one save for her on the day.
Gust gains the red line, dumps it in. Simpson will chase around the backside. It's pushed around by Hawkschild, though. And a potential 2-on-1 for the Blue Hawks. Aerial pass attempted for Hoffman, but good defense there by the Stallions. That was Logan Felix. This puck is flipped towards the blue paint, pushed into the corner, and Ari Hughes turns around and bangs it to the far side where Simpson will take it. Simpson across the blue line. Too many layers, though, of blue jerseys. Pass over to the far side. Nobody there, though, but Lucas Larman. Larman across the blue line. Larman takes it deep. Larman down low, centers it. On the backhand, the forehand, Simpson not able to gain control of it. He goes down. Here's a shot by Larman. The save is made by Harris.
Yeah, just not able to pull it to the forehand there, but a great opportunity that would have been from the high slot for the Stallions.
Micah Feeman able to keep it in for the moment, and now the Blue Hawks come out with some speed down the far side. 1-on-4. Golick, who almost gives it away. Stallions now. That's Declan Waters, number 00. You talk about something you don't see every day, a goalie with a C on his sweater. How about a 00 from a skater?
Yeah, right.
This is Hudson Obafemi. Obafemi loses the puck to Taylor. Bennett Taylor backhands it up near half boards. Out to center ice. Puck is stolen there, though, by Carrillo. Carrillo goes cross ice, the backhand, and there's a nice save by Diaz. That was Cash Jacob, I believe, who took that shot. And that left shoulder save made by Diaz, keeping it 2-0. Slammed around, up and not out. Taylor's able to keep it in. Braden Buckley, though, gets it up to Obafemi. Obafemi gains the red line, tipped into the zone by Waters. Bennett Taylor, number 54 in blue. Larman steals it, though, top of the near dot. Nice move by Larman. The shot, looking top corner, goes wide. Karen Panal tries to clear it up and out. Can't. Taylor pushes it up the near half. Kept in nicely at the point by Felix. This time, the Blue Hawks are able to work it to the neutral zone. Ari Hughes pushes the puck forward, loses it. It's another opportunity added here. Nowhere to really go with it, so just turns and scales it the length of the ice, and that'll be an icing.
This Northbrook defense has done a really nice job of stopping things at the blue line or keeping things to the perimeter for the Stallions, but a couple of chances there for this Chicago Stallions team, and just not able to convert. But I've liked the pressure that they've put on Northbrook in these last couple of minutes. Northbrook starts a lot from their defense to go offense, and they've been gummed up in the neutral zone.
It seems like they've gotten their feet underneath them here a little bit after giving up a couple of goals in that first 2+ minutes of the first period. This is Andrew Minkoff. Turns and throws it through the slot.
Minkoff had a really nice move earlier trying to get the defender to move inside, and then he took the outside lane and tried to pass and wheel around him, but not able to have any support on the backdoor side. But look for the Blue Hawks to have that 1-2 rush backdoor pass.
Here's Buckley in his own zone, backhands it up. Theo Botts gets to center ice. That's as far as it'll go. Botts again. Now with a little bit of space, gains the red line, gains the blue line into the offensive zone. Cuts back far, face-off dot, the shot, and easy pick there by Gabe Harris. 5:45 left to go, period one, 2-0. Blue Hawks with the lead. 2 early first period goals. Jake Carrillo and J.P. Hoffman within about 30 seconds of each other. Drawn out of the left here of Gabe Harris. That'll be Arquiliano on the draw. Henry wins it. Thrown in deep. It's off a body into the corner. Carrillo along the far boards and out. Quickly up ahead, this is Silverman. Silverman stops, fires the shot. That'll be deflected up into the back glass. Blue Hawks come out, but the defense by the Stallions. Here's a shot that hits a pile of bodies and goes into the far corner.
Yeah, not really a lane there.
No. Nice spin move here. There's a nice shot by Silverman, and the save is made by Jacob Harris. I've been impressed by number 22 in blue, Jonas Silverman. A tight little spiral there, Mike, to get himself some space, and that was a hard shot from a tough angle.
Well, I talked about the nice deception earlier from Andrew Minkoff. We've been seeing it from practically all of these Northbrook forwards of being able to puck protect nicely and create chances for themselves in areas you think wouldn't be an opportunity.
Kept it at the point, the bouncing puck, left toe save by Jacob Diaz. Good hand-eye coordination there by the Stallions goalkeeper. Braden Buckley behind his own net has got Silverman bearing down on him. Dangerous pass, loses it on his forehand. He's able to sweep it into the corner. Here's Silverman again, in between the dots, the bouncing puck, in between the face-off circles in the corner now. Feeman up ahead to Charlie Gust, kept in for the moment. Taylor, little touch pass. Cash Jacob in the corner. Silverman again. Silverman spins onto his forehand, hard pass. There's that backdoor pass. Beautiful right shoulder save by Diaz off the stick of Cash Jacob. We've seen that twice now. This time Diaz is able to get to his right, make the save. Another backhand by Carrillo, and there's another pad save by Jacob Diaz. And Diaz is officially in this game, Mike. That first goal he gave up kind of went between his legs without him really getting down, but he's made 3 or 4 tough saves here in the last minute or so. Now the Stallions try to counterattack, potential 3-on-2. Golick finds Gust. That goes through all the way through into the corner. Simpson. And Silverman out to center ice. 3-on-2 the other way. Silverman with Jacob on his left, Carrillo on his right. Silverman just takes the shot into the body of Diaz. Golick now the other direction, looking for the home run pass for Lucas Larman, and Larman is in ahead of the play. So Jacob Diaz keeping this thing 2-0. He made about 4 saves on that last shift, all of them very, very difficult.
Yeah, what a sequence we just had there, Aaron. You talked about the spin moves and the button hooking that the Northbrook team has been able to do to puck protect along the boards, and then comboed that with the backdoor passes I was talking about, and they held that zone, but Diaz shut the door.
Arquiliano steps in on the backhand, and nice hard drive from that far half boards by Henry Arquiliano. Not able to get a ton on the shot, but little backhand flip, and Harris was there to make the save. 3:15 left in the first. Draw to the left of Gabe Harris. Puck is out to center ice underneath the stick of Logan Felix. He'll have to go and chase with Minkoff. Minkoff will get there first. Minkoff is knocked down in the corner. Kept in at the point. Pollock's shot is deflected in. Arquiliano is there. Minkoff tries to cut back to his forehand, but good stick work. Pollock from the point again. Arquiliano now with some speed. He's got Larman on his right, 2-on-1. Arquiliano now on the backhand and just got underneath it, and that puck rolls around the dasher.
I would have liked to see him make that backdoor pass there, kind of give the Stallions or the Northbrook Blue Hawks a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, Lucas Larman on that right side. Here comes Arquiliano again, the shot, and nice right pad save. I think Harris also used that stick to push that into the corner. Over to the near side. Here's Minkoff. Minkoff tried the little aerial pass there, not able to connect. Buckley now. Buckley, I think, was looking for Larman, but Larman was going for a change, and that'll let Carter Hochschild for the Blue Hawks possess. Hochschild works it up to Cash Jacob. Jacob out ahead. Here comes Hoffman already with a goal. Gets away from Hoffman as Carrillo in the slot. Hoffman throws it towards the goal. Diaz holds that near post. Centering feed, looking for Jacob in between the dots. That'll come all the way down into the Northbrook defensive zone where Bennett Taylor will play it behind his net with 1.5 minutes left. Carrillo, stick handling, kicks it to his skates, and he knew he was offsides there, and he still took the shot anyway, and Diaz made the save anyway. You like the gamesmanship, I don't mind that. Go ahead and take the shot, who cares?
Yeah. A little bit of confusion at the blue line there, but of course they'll sort that out and get some new lines out here.
Clean first period, not a lot of whistles. We only had, I think, 1 icing, no penalties as of yet, only a couple of offsides, so pretty clean period 1 between these two 12U teams. That's what you like to see. Nice pass out to Golick. Victor Golick will dump it in deep. Declan Waters over there on the forecheck. Golick, shot deflects wide. The Blue Hawks just turn and scale it the length of the ice. So we just talked about, oh, they're going to say that was deflected. Okay, all right, I thought that was going to be icing. Thought I jinxed us. Kept in. Sticked away by Diaz. Cleared out, and Taylor will be the first one on it. Turns and pushes it up the near boards, kept in there. Golick takes the shot, it's knocked down. Arquiliano and Taylor in the near corner. Larman keeps it in at the point for the moment. Does a nice job there from his knees. This time, though, it comes out to center ice. Silverman battling with Ari Hughes. Hughes off a Golick's skate into the offensive zone, but here's Silverman now, deep blue line to blue line pass. Silverman shot well wide of the far post as we're down to the final 10. Gust in the corner. Cleared up, and that'll be an offsides with 1 second left to go in period number 1. So 2 early first period goals by the Blue Hawks within about the first minute and a half of the game. Gave them a 2-0 lead, but Stallions seem to settle down a little bit, Mike, over the final, 12 minutes of the period, and they find themselves in a hole, but that was a very entertaining period of 1. The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Thanksgiving Eve, Wednesday, November 27th. The Dallas Stars come to the UC 7:30 p.m. And then Black Friday. I love a good Black Friday matinee, don't you?
Yeah, I did see that it was a weird start time, and then I thought, oh, yeah, it's because
it's
of
Black
the
Friday, baby. Love a good 1 o'clock start on a Friday afternoon. Blackhawks in Minnesota to take on the Wild. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. The 2024-25 season is well underway. The divisions that played the seeding rounds have now been realigned for good competitive fit. All of the teams in the league are now playing the regular season schedule. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. Chicago Stallions Squirt AA host the Ice Dogs. Squirt AA and a Squirt Premier Select game today right here on this very rink at 5:40 p.m. Tune in to Mike and I on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. If your team manager is interested in arranging a NIHL broadcast, a NIHL Game of the Week broadcast, ask them to contact myself, Aaron, or my partner, Eric, at streamsportsmidwest@gmail.com. And about ready to get started here for period 2. Same 2 goalies, Jacob Diaz, Gabe Harris. 2-0, Blue Hawks with the lead. Here we go. Hochschild also wearing a C. They got a couple of C's out there.
I did notice that as they started this period. We didn't catch that at the beginning.
No, we just noticed it when Harris led them out onto the ice with the C. We both thought that was unusual, but yeah, they got a couple of C's out there. Stallions work it out to center ice. This is Pollock, Finn Pollock. Now Jacob taps it ahead to Carrillo. Carrillo's got Minkoff. Minkoff turns and fires. Carrillo down low. Back to the point, Hochschild. Hochschild doesn't have a lane, so just throws it deep. Centering feed from Minkoff for Jacob, and good stick work by Buckley to force that shot wide. Hochschild on the backhand. Minkoff again. Minkoff near dot. The shot into the body of Diaz, who makes the underhand basket catch.
It was a tough one for both the shooter and the goaltender. Kind of an odd angle to take the shot from, but it made it challenging for Diaz there, and was able to catch that rising shot before it went maybe off his helmet into a dangerous area in front of the crease, and could spell danger for the Stallions side.
Diaz, a very upright goalie. We see a lot of goalies at these levels whose first reaction is to drop, right? Going to the butterfly and take away that lower part of the net. But Diaz plays very upright. He goes down here and is able to make the save, but he's a very upright goalie, and it's worked for him so far from most of what's been thrown his way.
Takes away those high angles from some of these Northbrook shooters, not dropping and giving the entire top of the net. Look out, here comes Walker.
There's a shot in it may have gone wide, but Diaz made the save anyway. Yeah, Diaz given up 9 goals in 3 games, so 3 on average is not a bad number. Here's Botts, top of the near dot, overskates it a little bit. Now Cody Walker has the pass stolen away. Walker will get another opportunity. He'll get a third opportunity as he pushes it underneath the stick of Jake Vanderplas. And Diaz pounces on that one. He'll hold it for a whistle and a draw. 2 minutes gone by here in the second period. Still 2-0. Got a 10U Premier Select matchup coming up. I want to say right after this one, and there's actually a game in between this one and when we go live again at 5:40 p.m. But that'll be the Ice Dogs and the Stallions. Might go downstairs and check out the food options. I've never had any food here at Fifth Third, even though I've done probably 30 games here over the last 3 or 4 years.
I can't say I have either.
I'm always a good big chicken finger guy when I come to hockey arenas, so maybe we'll see how the chicken fingers are here at Fifth Third. You gotta think they're pretty good, right?
Yeah, I would imagine. Are they same as the United Center? Same
Oh, no.
food selection?
There's a nice move. The shot and the score.
Wow.
Finn Pollock with the pretty move around Archiliano. Got some space, picked top corner. 3-0 Northbrook. And Mike, I don't know, that looked like it may have hit something on the way in, just the way that Diaz reacted to it. But it ends up in the top corner, and it's a 3-0 Blue Hawks lead.
Yeah, I believe that was redirected, but a shot from basically the point there, and it finds its way through traffic in behind Diaz. And unfortunately, he stood tall all day, but now a third one in behind him as this Blue Hawks lead extends to 3.
Yeah, the shots on goal are listed up on the board here. They're listed at 15-5, and I don't know exactly how accurate that is, but that feels accurate, right? That feels, you feel like Northbrook has about a 3-1 shots on goal advantage in this one. And again, Diaz has played well. That one was a deflected goal. He gave up there was a breakaway within the first 30 seconds of the game, and then a pretty backdoor tap in for the second goal. So he hasn't given up any softies, I would say.
A lot of those 15 shots are probably second or third opportunities that this Blue Hawks team has had with those backdoor passes.
There's a shot in and out of the glove of Harris by Simpson. Short
That one was
side.
tipped. And another one into the glove there, Aaron. A lot of Stallion sticks low in that crease area redirecting pucks, but still no goals for this Stallion side as Harris is able to shut the door again with the glove.
Yeah, one of their best opportunities right there. Henry Archiliano and Graham Simpson combined. Simpson gets a couple of attempts, and Harris able to shut them both down. Behind the net, Taylor with Gust on his back. Simpson throws it through the paint, and it's pushed out to center ice. Archiliano stick handles around and has to dance across the blue.
Oh, no, I don't know about that one.
No. Oh, oof. we try to call these things right down the middle, but that looked pretty onside to me as Arquiliano with some fancy stick work right across the blue line there while he was waiting for his line mate to clear.
Forehand, backhand, waited for his teammate to get out of the zone, and unfortunately still was offsides, I guess, based on referee discretion.
No, the referee was right there. She's right on that blue line right in front of us. Gust across the blue line. Simpson tries to play it in the corner off his body, but Taylor will work out the near side with it, and he'll just backhand it up to the blue line. Arquiliano keeps this one in. He skates it to his forehand, now takes it wide, puts the shot wide of the near side. Hoffman pushed off the puck by Gus. They both go down right at the blue line. Scrum right in front of the Stallions bench, and it's flipped out by Northbrook. Arquiliano stops on the backhand, gets it to center ice. Gust into the offensive zone. Nice move by Charlie Gust. Another bad angle shot. Simpson sticked away by Harris.
We saw a lot of pucks come from that Gretzky's office area down low into the slot area on that side of the ice last period. It must be something tilted on that ice.
Vanderplus tries to skate through the Stallions D and can't. Taylor at the red line, turns and fires it in as we're under 10 minutes left to go here in period number 2. 3-0 Northbrook with the lead as Botts will be the first one on it, behind the nets.
A little bit of energy from the Stallions here.
They're down 3-0. They're going to need it here. They need that next one. Here's Carrillo. Jake Carrillo takes it wide on the backhand. The blocker save. The puck is loose. It's still loose. A couple of whacks at it as Cody Walker tries to bang it home. He can't. Walker has it low.
I believe that was the stick of Diaz that shut the door there.
Pollock with a shot that's deflected. Now it's in between the dots. There's a shot by Silverman again, just spinning on a dime. Silverman able to get himself some space. Jonah fires it wide. Arquiliano now deep. Bad angle shot in and out of the glove of Gabe Harris. Kept in, right, excuse me, it's in the neutral zone. Obafemi loses the puck. Silverman plays it into the offensive zone. Here's Silverman with the shot and the score. That was a 3-0, and Jacob Diaz kind of bangs his stick on the ice in frustration. But Mike, when you give up a 3-0, can't blame your goalie for that.
Yeah, the Stallions' defense was at the blue line, but it almost seemed like in order to pry the puck away, they were actually passing it to the backdoor man, and then just kind of were flat-footed, and next thing you know, 3 blue sweaters are in behind them, and your goaltender's a little left hung out to dry. This Stallions team did have some energy earlier, as I said, coming from the bench and some zone possession, but still nothing to show for it.
That goal, Jonas Silverman, I'm not surprised he's picked up a goal. He's looked very, very good so far this afternoon. 4 different goal scorers for Northbrook as they're up 4-0 here with 7:40 left to go in the second. Battle in the near corner, Ari Hughes loses the puck. And Jacob now with it. Jacob across the blue line. Cash Jacob has it swept away. Obafemi aerial pass finds Ari Hughes. Hughes taking it wide. Hughes with a bad angle shot. I think that caught part of the crossbar. Obafemi down low. Tries to stick handle through traffic. Has it taken away by Bennett Taylor, who turns and throws it to the near side. Waters tries the self pass, but he had a couple of yellow jerseys still in the offensive zone, so that'll be an offsides with 7 minutes left in period 2. So we're off next week. No NIHL games of the week, at least none that I'm aware of. I know we won't have anything through at least Thursday.
Looks like we're getting a timeout here as well, Aaron, along with this offsides call. I believe by the Stallions as they go to work here with the whiteboard.
Yeah, maybe not a bad idea, right? With your team down a few goals here, you know, try to regroup and come up with something because I'm still plenty of time left in this game. You're only midway through the second period, so still have 21 minutes of play left. Plenty of time to pick up some goals, but got to find a way to beat Gabe Harris, and that's proven difficult so far this afternoon.
You mentioned the off week, of course, with the holiday too. To go back to your point,
Yeah,
I'm going to be sleepy
doing?
with the tryptophan. That's for sure, from all the turkey.
Yeah.
And I
can't remember. I mean, I've got the schedule, but I can't remember if we did anything last year, the weekend of Thanksgiving. I want to say we did. I don't know.
I can't remember.
And I mean, over the 4 years that we've been bringing you NIHL games here, we've done 200, 220 games, so they all start to blend together after a little while, but
I don't think we did.
all right, well,
but I could be wrong.
my memory's also going. That's what happens when you start to get a little older. All right, timeout's done. We're ready to go. This will be Charlie Gust. Loses it to Silverman. Pollock off the boards. Simpson off the skate of Obafemi. Or excuse me, that's Golick. That's 60, not 10. Hochschild loses it there to Simpson. Golick in the far corner. Centering feed to Gust. Gust gets double teamed. Puck bounces up in the air. Gust gets it back. Out to center ice. Arquiliano is able to break up a potential 2-0 with his speed there. Now Braden Buckley finds Golick. Golick to Gust. Arquiliano now. Arquiliano across the blue line. He's knocked down, gets up, has it deep. We'll have our first penalty of the game, and that'll be a trip on the Blue Hawks. And that'll put the Stallions on the power play with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left. And, you know, in the second period, it's hard to say that anything is a must convert, but this is about as close as you're going to get to a must on a power play here with a 4-0 deficit in the second period. That's Jonas Silverman who went to the box for the trip, and if you're the Stallions, you need one here.
Yeah, we talked about the Stallions still in search of their first win, but if you look at their goal totals, they haven't given up a whole lot compared to what they've scored, so they tend to keep games close, and they want to try to get a goal here, of course, on the power play in order to get back into this one and keep things closer than it is right now. 4-goal deficit. The Blue Hawks have started to have some trouble containing the speed of Arquiliano, but we will see if this power play can convert here, Aaron.
8 goals for, 9 against in 3 games. So you said it, Mike. Not a lot of scoring in their games. Here comes Jacob on a potential breakaway. Gets double teamed though. Good stick work by the combination of Ari Hughes and Henry Arquiliano to take the puck away. Yeah, only 8 goals for in 3 games, only 9 goals against. So to your point, they've played some tight games, some low-scoring games. They haven't been on the short end of one like this in a while. Their one loss was a 1-goal loss as well. So they haven't been on the short end of a game yet this year. We'll see if they've got 4 goals in them here over the next 5 minutes here in this period, and then 14 next. Here's Carrillo one-on-one with Buckley. Carrillo, tries to jump inside, but good defense by Braden Buckley to take it away.
And the toe drag did everything but get through the defender.
Buckley with time. Theo Botts tries to hit Waters, not able to connect on that pass. Stallions have to regroup. Micah Freeman loses the puck to Vanderplus. Vanderplus takes the shot. Right shoulder saved by Jacob Diaz. And you said it, is right. There was a blue jersey right on that back doorstep.
Yeah, if the Blue Hawks had done what they've been doing all game and find that man back door, that could have been another goal, this time a shorthanded goal, as they got a really nice opportunity on the penalty kill.
Power play is up. Botts now pinned in the corner, and the Blue Hawks take it. Head up, they had Silverman breaking out of the box all by himself as Minkoff comes in with Silverman offsides.
I saw that pass from the Hawks blue line, and I thought it was going to hit the man coming out of the box, and they had somebody else there, and that wasn't the lead rusher, so a little bit of an offsides there, and we'll have the face-off in the neutral zone.
Logan Felix. Bit of a misplay there, but it's scaled around by Arquiliano and out of the zone. Hochschild, Carter Hochschild flips it up into the air. Arquiliano tries to skate through a couple of blue jerseys, gets through one, tries to go right through the other, ends up falling down. Hochschild plays it up, and Waters has it at the blue line, and that'll be an offsides.
I mentioned the speed of Arquiliano, but also the size has been an issue for this Northbrook team. Unfortunately, his opportunities for this Stallions team have all come from the perimeter. And maybe trying to get inside a little bit too.
And they had a couple of opportunities down low from Graham Simpson, but those were from bad angles.
Almost an offsides there, and we
there
will
is,
get a
yeah.
whistle.
Yeah, a little bit of, I don't want to say miscommunication, but uncertainty maybe there by the Stallions at the blue line. Another offsides with 3:13 left in the second. Lucas Larman wins the draw over to Waters. Declan Waters near half boards, turns and throws it off a body. Arquiliano goes D to D. Finds Logan Felix. Obafemi gets knocked down.
Beautiful pass.
A backhanded pass from Jacob to Silverman, and Silverman is fended off the puck by Arquiliano, just using that size. Here's an opportunity, and that is gobbled up by the pads of Jacob Diaz. Once again, Jonas Silverman. The puck just seems to find his stick and almost put that one 5-hole, but the save was made by Diaz to keep it 4-0.
That was a tricky one for Diaz too, as he was sliding from post to post, and the shot came low, so he had to squeeze those pads tight and make sure it didn't sneak through. But in that corner, Arquiliano kind of put his hand up. I think his stick was being held. No call there. We play on.
And you saw Diaz look behind him after squeezing those pads. It's always got to be, his stomach's got to drop as a goalie, right? When you're not sure, you got to look behind you to make sure that that didn't break through.
I've heard and somewhat experienced that it can be tough to really feel for a puck with such big pillows down there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it can be tough.
Puck in the offensive zone for the Stallions as Ari Hughes tries to cut back onto the forehand, swept away and cleared out to center ice as we're down to 2 minutes. Here's Buckley. Overskates it. Silverman once again with the puck on his stick. Turns back to his forehand. Throws it through the paint. Comes out the other side. Karim Penal puts it towards the net. Jacob back to the point. Taylor winds up, shoots, deflected. Puck's in the paint. Silverman tries to lift the backhand, can't get much on it. Jacob behind the net now. Into the far corner, Vanderplas. Vanderplas turns and throws it towards the paint, gets it back, takes another shot. Diaz makes the save. A couple of whacks at it. That puck had a wide open net, and I don't know if that's underneath Buckley or underneath Diaz. I think it's going to be underneath Buckley, but they're still going to blow the whistle. I don't know how that puck stayed out of the net.
Well, the answer to your question is Jacob Diaz. I was ready to scream Bannerman when he stacked the pads there. It looked as if, you know, the old Hawks goaltender was out there skating again, but then a split save at the end of that too. So he is all over that crease, keeping his team alive in this one as much as he can.
Jay Carrillo on the draw against Lucas Larman, a pair of 12s, and blue 12 wins it, but yellow 12 able to poke it out to center ice, and that'll be another offsides. So we're down to 1:13 left to go in the second. Hochschild will have to play it below his own red line. Takes it behind goalie Gabe Harris. The Jack Mashoff bearing down on him. And Carrillo, the nice one-hand feed to to Minkoff. Minkoff in the near corner of the puck, just a little too far out in front of him. And Theo Botts now out to center ice. Botts taken away by Hoffman. Hoffman gets knocked down for his efforts. Micah Feeman.
We're starting to see this game get a little chippier, a little bit more aggressive from these teams as they can sense this game getting into the later stages. And the Stallions still trailing by 4.
Larman tries to center it for Botts, not able to connect, down to 20 now. Cross ice pass, Carrillo tips it down for Hoffman. Hoffman puts it towards the goal. Carrillo loses his stick. The puck's thrown towards the paint, and Diaz has to make a reactionary skate save. Jacob is knocked down by Botts, and Botts is going to go, but Jacob looked off balance there. That didn't look to be like a very ferocious hit. But with an off-balance skater, goes down to the ice. That'll be a roughing penalty called here on Theo Botts, and Northbrook will be on the power play as we get ready to end period number 2. There's 2.5 seconds left, so Northbrook will have the power play once period 3 starts.
The referees in the crowd all wanted a call there. We had a couple of fans upset on that one, and I think there's still some yelling going on, some confusion.
There's some confusion because the Stallions only had 3 players out there.
Yeah.
And, oh, no, there's something on the ice. That's what they were yelling about. The door was open.
Yeah, the coach for I believe that was for the Stallions, might have been for Northbrook actually, cut across the ice to get back to the locker rooms, I believe.
That's what all that screaming was about. That'll take us to the 3rd period with the Blue Hawks up 4-0. The Chicago Blackhawks want to let you know that their Little Blackhawks Learn to Play is a program created by the NHL to make hockey more accessible and to inspire boys and girls 4 to 9 years old to get in the game. The Blackhawks' goal is for the kids enrolled in this program to become a part of the local hockey community and to develop fundamental skills that help them succeed on and off the ice. If you know kids who might be interested, you can find more details and register for winter or spring Little Blackhawks Learn to Play programming at NHL.com/Blackhawks/amateur/Little Blackhawks. And I was being attacked by a spider while I was doing that read. That is I'm multitasking.
That's
it's gone.
interesting.
I took care of it. I took care of business.
It's a fairly newer building. There shouldn't be too many spiders in here.
It may have been in my computer bag. I don't know. Yes, the beautiful Fifth Third Arena, practice home of the Chicago Blackhawks, one of our favorite places to call a game. We get a nice elevated view with no seats right in front of us, and they always take very good care of us here at Fifth Third.
I was telling Aaron that on my way in, I passed the renovations that are going on, or the addition, I should say, to Fifth Third Arena. So I'm excited for that project to be completed. It looks like it is more than halfway underway. And who knows, it could be some future professional semi-pro teams, you know, a mixture, or just more rinks for us to call NIHL games.
Yeah, some more rinks for these young men and women, or these boys and girls to play on and
growing the game.
That's right.
That's what it's all about. All right, we will start with Northbrook on the power play.
Yep, just 2 seconds gone on the power play in that 2nd period. So they're up 4-0 and a man up for the next minute 50. And what do we got? An offsides? Didn't look like offsides.
I'm not sure here.
The whistle just sort of blew, and everyone's congregating at center ice.
The puck was thrown into the zone, and it looks like we are going to get an offside. I didn't know if there were blue sweaters past the line there, but we will restart.
Puck is cleared in deep by Cash Jacob. Declan Waters plays it behind the net, kept in over there at the far point, though. Karen Paul deflects over to the near half boards where Charlie Gust is able to dig it out. Arquiliano will race for the puck with Vanderplas. He gets it, he fires, he shoots, he scores! Wow. Henry Arquiliano shorthanded And that's the goal that the Stallions need. Number 58 in yellow gets his team on the board.
Well, not only does it get them on the board, Aaron, but a shorthanded goal can swing momentum. And we talked about Arquillano taking that speed and size to the outside. This time he finds the inside and the back of the net.
Yeah, went short side there. Blocker side, stick side on Gabe Harris.
Harris has been good all day, but just caught him cheating on that one. And suddenly the Stallions have some life.
Stallions are able to work this out to center. Hochschild off of Arquillano. Kept in by Minkoff over on the far half. Minkoff gets it to Carrillo, who fires the shot into the body of Jacob Harris, or Jacob Diaz rather, and Diaz makes the save. I'm combining our goalies here, Jacob Diaz and Gabe Harris.
That was a huge save from Diaz. You don't want to give one right back to this Northbrook team because they will exploit you on that.
Hoffman right out in front, right on the doorstep. You can see he tried to flip it up over Diaz, but Diaz stayed low that time and was able to cover up.
Faceoff will come back to his right side.
Larman and Silverman on the draw. It's won by Larman. Back to the point though. Pollock puts it through traffic. That deflects wide. Hoffman in the near corner now. Tries the backhand. Carrillo's backhand goes wide. Minkoff throws it aerial, and Diaz makes the catch as that puck. That's a tough play for a goalie, catching that puck as it's coming in from behind him like that. So 45 seconds left on the power play. 4-1. Northbrook with the lead. Not able to clear it out. Cody Walker turns and throws it behind the net. Larmanez is clearing attempt deflected by Silverman. Now it's up to Golick. Golick with some space. He'll skate it into the neutral zone 1-on-2. Gains the red line. Goes outside. Takes the shot. Glove down by Harris. Drops it. Lets his teammates play it. Larman has it taken away, and this is Vanderplas to Silverman. Silverman tries to split the double team, and Diaz helps his defense out by sweeping it into the corner. And that'll do it for the power play here as Botts is back out of the box. Silverman with some space takes the shot off the outside of the post.
Stallions weren't able to convert on their power play, but they get the goal on the penalty kill. So at least special teams has something to show for the day. Northbrook goes 0 for 1 on their one-man advantage.
Golick's spin move on the backhand, tries to go through 3 blue shirts and can't. Feeman finds Arquillano. Arquillano's tripped up, no call. Here comes Vanderplas. Vanderplas tries to skate through Waters and can't. Walker. Silverman. Silverman backhand into the body of Diaz. That puck finds its way into the near corner. Banged up off the boards, kept in by Taylor. Silverman chops at it, right through the paint. And now Botts. Botts gains the red line. Overskates it, gets it back, now has it on the backhand. Finds Golick. Golick now on the backhand. Pops up into the air. Taylor.
God, Harris didn't know where that was.
Karen Pinal has it behind the nets. A couple of players go down in the behind the nets. Northbrook will skate out with it. Arquillano with a head of steam and some space. Henry Arquillano taking it wide. Arquillano shot score! Wow! Henry Arquillano, 2 goals in about 5 minutes, and his team's not done yet. It's 4-2. That one just as pretty as the last.
This time Arquillano's on the forehand. Has to go wide just a little bit, but I believe in order to sidestep a defenseman, he was on 1 foot when he shot that, Aaron. I'm not sure if that was his inside foot or outside foot, but a really powerful shot nonetheless, and it's in behind the net. He's cut this lead in half for his Chicago Stallions team.
He has the puck again, fires the shot. That one just wide of the near post. Henry Arquiliano with all sorts of energy right now. Big hit in center ice. Jacob goes down, and Felix is going to go to the box. Logan Felix going through Cash Jacob. Jacob's flipped up in the air, and Logan Felix will sit in the box for 2. And Henry Arquiliano, short-handed, short side, and then that one, as you said, I think he was on his outside foot there on that shot. He didn't get the puck off the ice, but he had enough on it to beat Gabe Harris to that near side.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a skate right, shoot left opportunity. Get the goalie moving side to side. What a keep there.
Yeah, Minkoff able to knock it down, keeps that stick waist high, gets the shot, and Diaz makes the save. Out to center ice. Here comes Arquiliano again. Bearing down on Hochschild. Arquiliano not able to keep his balance. If he had, he might have been bidding for the hat trick there. Puck in the neutral zone, and you can see Northbrook scrambling here a little bit for the first time here tonight as they ice it on the power play, Mike. They've been really in complete control for the first 2 periods plus, but here over the last 5 or 6 minutes, it's been the Henry Arquiliano show, and he's got his team right back in the game, and Northbrook looks a little bit uneasy right now.
Yeah, as dominant as they have looked all day, their power play last time actually hurt them, got the Stallions on the board, and they give up one more after that. Here they are on another man advantage, and it's not looking like it is their man advantage once again.
Buckley has it here. Hoffman hounding him in the offensive zone. Buckley behind his own net now. Larman. Larman into center ice as Arquiliano on his left. Larman takes it to the left. Larman with some space. Larman walks in, shoots off the shoulder, up and over the net. Larman with all sorts of space. Northbrook defense just backed off him. Kept in by Gust as the Stallions are buzzing here in the 3rd period.
Yeah, a couple of shots that came high on Harris. He didn't know where those were and could have come down and rattled around in the cage.
Larman tries to feed Arquiliano, not able to connect. That it's going to be whistled for an icing. Looked like it may have been tipped, but that's the 2nd icing on this power play.
Some teams just need a little bit extra ice, a little bit more space in order to develop what they want, and it seems like that has helped the Stallions for the most part. Of course, they couldn't get things done on their own man advantage, but both penalty kills, they have looked like the more dominant team with the majority of the possession.
Ooh, behind the back pass, giveaway by Freeman, 3-on-1. Shot, score! Jonah Silverman, roof job, 5-2 Blue Hawks. Mike, that all started on that giveaway at specialty and on shorthanded. You never want to make that blind backhand pass out into the center of the ice, and that's what Freeman did there. And Carrillo found Silverman, who picked up his 2nd.
Just as we were complimenting the Stallions, they make that mistake and give the momentum a little bit back to Northbrook here as you said, basically a 3-on-1 or a 3-on-0 there.
And they've scored goals now on 3-on-1s and 3-on-0s.
Yeah.
Again, they've given up 5 goals, but Jacob Diaz, I think, has played some pretty darn good goalie here this afternoon. Knocked down is Golick in the slot. Carrillo, the slap shot from the point deflects. Backhanded in, and Silverman almost had the hat trick, and sprawling is right. Jacob Diaz makes the pretty save. Arquiliano with the shot, and Harris made that one look easy as Jonas Silverman almost had the hat trick, but Jacob Diaz on his head makes another pretty save for the Stallions.
You had Diaz on one end stretching the leather out to make that pad save. On the other side, you had Harris flashing the leather. These goaltenders have given us a show today.
It's not a surprise. You know, we tend to see some very, very good goaltending here in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. We see some very good hockey, but I've always been impressed by the quality of goaltending play from these boys and girls and young men and women. Lucas Larman to take the draw for the Stallions. It's won by Northbrook, but the Stallions take it right back. Larman along the far half. It's double teamed, loses the puck. Buckley not able to keep it in at the point. Larman tries to stick handle through Andrew Minkoff and can't. Minkoff takes it back. Puck off the heel of his stick, kept in at the point by Taylor. Minkoff has it again now. Minkoff on the forehand, looking for Jacob. That puck just being whacked at in the blue paint by that near post, but Diaz does a nice job of holding. Minkoff has it behind the net again. Taken away from him by Braden Buckley. And Graham Simpson gets the puck. He's got Gust on his right, and Simpson overskates it a little bit, and Vanderplas has it behind his net now, Jake Vanderplas. 6:40 left in period 3. Knocked down there by Ari Hughes. Hughes with some space. Hughes gains the blue line. Ari Hughes top of the far dot, takes it wide, sticked away. Silverman. Hughes gets it back, puts it behind the net. Centering feed by Gust, but nobody there, and Declan Waters will have to give chase.
I would like to see the Stallions have a couple more shots here. A couple of opportunities into the zone. They decided to peel off and wait for some backup, but if you throw things at the net, good things will happen.
When you're down by 3, you got to get shots on goal. Puck pinballs around, and Arquiliano just taps it out of the zone, and that'll be an icing with 5:52 left to go. So it does look like Northbrook, barring something unusual, will walk out of this with the victory, and they'll improve to 4-0-1 here in their first 5 Premier Select regular season games, while the Stallions will drop to 0-2-2. But we saw some good things from the Stallions. They got down 4, they didn't quit. The momentum was all on their side after that second goal from Arquiliano, but that last goal by Northbrook really kind of put a damper on that momentum that they had here in the third period.
Yeah, as you said, Aaron, there is still time, and barring something unusual, but you know, it kind of takes the wind out of your sails when you work so hard to cut that lead down, but you know, you're still trying to kill that penalty off, and unfortunately that didn't happen, and Northbrook gets back on the board and re-extends the lead a little bit.
There is value in continuing to play hard till the end of the game, and you know, just obviously the idea of just playing hard till that final whistle, but
oh, absolutely.
But beyond that, you know, there are tiebreakers that are goal differential and goals scored and stuff. So you want to play strong to the very end, and if you can get another one here, that might make a difference come, you know, the middle of February when the brackets are put out for these Premier Select playoff games for a chance to play at the United Center at the beginning of March.
Full-scale line changes for both teams now as they line up for the dot to the left of Harris.
Back to the point. There's a shot from the point by Feeman. It deflects wide. Golick in the corner. Golick, pretty spin move, but has it taken away by Vanderplas. Jake Vanderplas into the offensive zone. He's got Minkoff on his right, throws it off the near post, and it comes out. Golick, 3-on-2. Arquiliano and Obafemi with him. Tries the aerial pass, looking for Henry Arquiliano. Not a bad idea. Down here to our right, Jake Vanderplas hit the post. Had the goalie beat.
Yeah, had a man backdoor as well. The rebound didn't quite pop out to him, but another opportunity from this Northbrook team as they continue to put the pressure on. They haven't really let their foot off the gas here despite their 3-goal lead.
Taylor has to chase it back into his own zone, gives away the puck. Gets it back though, Arquiliano, excuse me. Sweeps it into the corner. Silverman now. Good stick work, looking for Hoffman. Too hot to handle on that pass. Waters goes D to D. Feeman. Up ahead, Gust. Arquiliano in the corner. Nice move there. The backhand into the crease. Here's a shot that goes wide by Graham Simpson. Had Harris down, just not able to get the puck on net. That aerial pass misses everybody, and that should be, oh, they're going to wave off icing. Okay. Simpson with Gust. Arquiliano now cuts across. Far dot. Arquiliano shot in and out of the glove, and Henry ends up in the back of the net.
Yeah, that just snuck out, Aaron, and instead the Stallions score a player.
That doesn't count, unfortunately. Here's Ari Hughes. Being chased from behind by Jacob. Hughes eventually loses it. Jacob turns and throws it back to the Stallions' blue line. Silverman. Okay, so it's going to be called an icing. I thought that was deflected at the blue line. I think Jacob Diaz thought it was deflected as well because he played that.
Yeah.
But it was right after the puck had crossed the red line.
There was some commotion down here.
There's always
in front
commotion.
Of us. Well, and I couldn't quite tell which side was coming up with the puck, and next thing you know, it's all the way back there for an icing.
Stallions are going to pull their goalie here with 2:23 left. Graham Simpson will be the 6th skater, so empty nets here for Chicago. Braden Buckley. Chips it up. Simpson. Deflected away. Minkoff knocks down Buckley. Goes into the corner with Buckley. 4 yellow jerseys around Andrew Minkoff, and wouldn't you know it, Henry Arquiliano comes out with it. Arquiliano goes around Carrillo, tries to cut back in front of Taylor and can't. Gust. It's in Buckley's skates, backhands it forward. Simpson across the blue line. Simpson fires the shot that doesn't make it in. 1.5 minutes left. That'll be an offsides.
Stallions really trying to put the pressure in the offensive zone, but a couple of miscues. Found that puck in their defensive zone, and no goaltender, of course, with the extra attacker out there. So, as you mentioned, 4 sweaters in that corner had to dig that puck out and make sure that a blue sweater didn't get into the slot to put in the easy empty netter.
And we talked earlier in the game, Mike, as we're down to the final minute. Here comes Arquiliano again, a couple of whacks at it behind the net. The shots were 15-5 in favor of the Blue Hawks. They're now 30-21. So since that 15-5 start for the Blue Hawks, the Stallions have played Northbrook, you could say even, or you could say maybe they've outplayed them here by a little bit. But in the end, when you get down big, you get down 4-0, it's hard to rebound from that. And they're going to suffer their 2nd loss of the season here. Puck in the offensive zone for the Blue Hawks. Vanderplas in the neutral zone, waits for Jacob to clear, just turns and clears it in. Jacob near half boards. He's got Buckley with him. Hoffman turns and sweeps it towards the net. Here comes Arquiliano. Henry Arquiliano twists the wrists, tries to find Gust and can't. Golick has to wait for Gust to clear. Hochschild. He'll just take this one back behind his net with 20 seconds left. Hochschild loses the puck to Larman. Larman down low, double teamed. Jacob just backhands it out, and is that going to have the legs? That's going to. Cash Jacob from about 150 feet finds the back of the net with 1 second left, It gives the Blue Hawks a 6-2 win, and that's how this one will end. So 1 second left. Hey, it counts. It counts. Northbrook will win this one 6-2. A very impressive offensive performance. I mentioned their offense before the game. They had scored 20 goals in 4 games, make it 26 now in 5. This is a high-powered attack from this Northbrook Blue Hawks team, and Stallions just couldn't keep up today. So that will do it here from game number 1. The Northbrook Blue Hawks defeat the Chicago Stallions by the final score of 6-2. In about an hour and 40 minutes, Mike and I will be back for a 10U Premier Select matchup between the Stallions and the Ice Dogs. So until 5:40, go get something to eat, go grab some coffee, and come on back and join Mike and I here for the NIHL Game of the Week, brought to you by Stream Sports Midwest. We'll talk to you in a little bit.